Alright guys, this is a third and final installment in this whole am I really a MGTOW saga that I've been kind of going on about. So, well, I'll let you know I've changed my mind. I've kind of been thinking about it, and it's like, why am I letting other people, like, decide whether or not I should be able to call myself MGTOW? Why am I going by other people's standards? I'm kind of thinking about that, and it's like, okay, that's not who I am, though. I'm like, I don't know why I don't know. I'm kind of messed up in the head, though. So, sometimes my thinking gets a little, kind of screwy. So I kind of got on this, for a while I was on this thing where I was kind of thinking that since all these other guys are always saying, that, well, one, MGTOW aren't really incels, because a lot of people claim that MGTOW are really just incels, and they tell them, well, MGTOW are guys who can get laid when they want to. So I hear that, and I'm like, well, okay, well, I'm really awkward, and I haven't had success with women, so I can't be MGTOW. That's kind of, that's how I justified that idea. And so, also, the idea that, well, I haven't really had like a real serious relationship before, so I'm not really walking away from anything. However, I am walking away from that need for a woman to, accept me or whatnot, though. I am deciding that I'm no longer to allow myself to feel like I'm a piece of shit because women, aren't, giving me that golden V. This is why I'm not really an incel, and this is why I'm not a TFLer. Okay, now TFLers and incels both, they're wallowing in self-pity, and they're bitter and angry, and they feel like they deserve to have what all these other guys have, and it's like, so I don't really think that way. Quite frankly, I don't give a shit anymore about, finding a woman or anything. I don't really care about that anymore. And I also, a big fucking difference between me and those guys, I recognize and admit that it's my fault that I haven't been successful with women. It's because of me that I don't have that experience other guys have. It's because of me that I decided to let my awkward nature stand in the way of that, though. I realize that it's my fault, okay? I take responsibility for it. Now, TFLs and incels, they think it's everybody else's fault. And so, yeah, that's one big difference there. Also, like I said before, I'm not going to allow myself to feel like a piece of shit because I don't have success with women. And society says that, well, a real man and somebody who's actually worth a shit, that is a guy who can go out and get laid and go get a woman, and somebody who, a guy who gets married and has his family and everything, that's a real man and everything, okay? I'm not going to allow them to decide whether I'm a real man or not. So I know that I am. I'm a real man because I fucking get up in the morning, I work my ass off. I've been at the same job for 5 fucking years. I've stayed loyal to that job. I've never once called in sick. I freaking, I pay my own damn bills. I save money. I don't go out and beg motherfuckers for goddamn handouts like these other goddamn beggars who I'm gonna probably do a video about beggars pretty soon here, because I got a lot to say about them, but it's because of these things that make me a real man. It's up to me, and this is what MGTOW is about. It's deciding for yourself who you are, and not going by a validation by either women or anyone else either. It goes beyond the realm of just of whether or not you decide to pursue women or not, or whatever, though. The big part of it is, yes, that you're not pursuing validation from women, and the basis thing is just that you don't live with a woman and you don't get married. Since I never really had success with that, though, I kind of felt like, well, okay, I can't be MGTOW because I'm not leaving that behind, as I'd still be single anyways. But things I am red pilled, though. And I realize I have learned and recognized, listening to MGTOW men and what they have to say, listening and learning about what female nature actually is. And the big point is that, well, since I was really allowing these other guys to decide whether or not I'm really MGTOW by following their standard of what MGTOW is supposed to be, then I really wasn't MGTOW because I wasn't really going my own way. So I was thinking about that, and I'm thinking, well, I'm the kind of guy who advocates thinking for yourself. I'd be a hypocrite if I was continue with the way I was previously thinking quite recently. So yes, I am indeed MGTOW, and if anybody else says, well, no, you're not MGTOW because this or that, then that doesn't matter to me. It's not up to them, it's up to me. So I'm letting you know that, yes, I've changed my mind. I've decided that whether or not I'm MGTOW is up to me, and I decided yes, I am a MGTOW.